Hey guys, back with a new season of Inside Talkers Baseball. I'm Cub Varner here with Coach Burkle. I'm taking over for Cody Shook after he graduated last year. We're just going to talk about the upcoming trip down to Jefferson City, down to Tennessee, a recap of what we've gone through up to this point since we came back from winter break, and it's about all we got for this episode. So,
first, you have some big shoes to fill.
I do have some big shoes to fill. Cody did a pretty good job here. You know,
yeah,
I watched a couple of those episodes today just to see what I got to do.
There's going to be quite a few people that I'm sure have comments to make now that Cody's gone.
Well, I'm sure of it.
We'll keep you straight for now.
First, let's start off. You know, we came back. You had pitchers catchers report 2 days, 3 days before everybody else. Kind of walk us through that whole start.
Well, school for us didn't start until after the NCAA allowed us to start practice, and so we brought the pitchers and catchers back what was essentially a day and a half early so that we could get them started on a new routine, the new in-season workout. So we'll be lifting throughout the spring semester. We asked for help from Yale Hughes, who set up a nice program for us, and now we've got everybody situated, at least for the month of February, where they should be with the pitching staff. So we'll see how well this works out this first month, and hopefully this eliminates any overuse injuries and keeps legs fresh and keeps everybody healthy throughout the year.
Yeah, and from what I talked with all the guys on the pitching staff, I think everybody likes this new program. Yale gave us a lot more than the one we were using.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been a big fan of weighted balls, and so we eliminated the actual weighted balls themselves, but we still have the plyos, the 2-pound and the 4-pound reverse throws, and it's to maintain for what we did in the fall. You know, we went through an entire 16-week workout where we put some muscle on some guys, and then now it's a maintained program from now until May, or even beyond May for some guys. So we'll see how it works out.
You look back and we got weather that had actually helped us out a decent amount. We've been on the football field more times, I think, this year than we were even close to the whole season last year. You know, especially in the first 2 months.
Oh yeah, we've been fortunate to be on our turf football field at least once a week now for the month of January and into February. So that's helped us out a good bit. We've been able to get ground balls. We've been able to get the long tossing in, stepping into the indoor facility a little bit, being able to throw it a little bit longer distance and go over some situational stuff has helped. So once we get the carpet down in there and get everything finalized in there, we'll be in good shape.
And that's the thing everybody keeps around campus. Do we know when that carpet's going to be laid down?
No, we have a tentative date at this point, and again, that involves the electrician being done, the sprinkler system being done, the heating system being done, and then the carpet guys will come in last. So we're getting close. We're getting really close. So hopefully within the next few weeks we see a different company here with putting some carpet down in an indoor facility to where if we need that indoor facility on a weekend when we bring a team into town, and if we have to hit inside, we can send them down there.
Yeah, and that also brings in, we got a nice 2-week period after this weekend. And if we can get the work done, you know, having that indoor facility really helps us out instead of being in Blatnick all the time. Like you said, you can go over situational stuff now.
Oh, it's been crazy when we can't get outside or we can't get in the facility. It's been crazy just for the fact that, you know, we've added some other sports with acro and tumbling and men's soccer. So campus is booming right now. I mean, regular students need some rec time. Every team needs to practice. We have a couple club teams. So we're all fighting for that space, and we got through it these first 4 weeks. You know, there was some ups and downs, but it all worked out in the end to where it's actually pretty smooth now. Now that we've even done some work in the dance studio. So that's where we should have shot the show from. But no, it's worked out good for us, and then hopefully once the facility's done, it alleviates a lot of tension in Blatnick.
I think that gives our hitters, you know, the opportunity to not be mad about hitting it 10 o'clock at night sometimes.
Oh yeah, and again, that's what I saw, the availability, so that's what I took. I saw, hey, this is when it's open. I took it, and our guys were pretty good about rolling with the punches with that. And our club lacrosse team said, okay, we get it. We'll take 10 to midnight. You go 6 to 8 or 8 to 10, whatever they gave us early in the week. So, we were pretty appreciative of that. And we'll just keep rolling with the punches. We'll get through the next couple weeks. Once we get carpet down, we should be able to just, then we got to concentrate on getting the nets up, and we're good. But we can move our cage down there, and we have a dedicated facility where we can go get something done.
So talking about all these practices, and it's leading up to the weekend. This weekend, big weekend for us, going down to Tennessee.
Yeah.
First series of the season for us. What kind of expectations do you have for us going down there?
Good. I mean, absolutely. I mean, I don't know that, we come back from this 3-0 and pound somebody, but preparing for a team like Carson Newman, they really remind me of a Charleston in our conference. They like to create chaos on the bases. They like to run a little bit. They've got an All-American hitter coming back. So, we'll have our hands full, but if this pitching staff can pound the strike zone and learn to pitch in game situations, we've got a lot of seniors on this team. Now, the problem is a lot of the seniors haven't played a lot in 4 years. So we've got some age. I just don't know that we have the innings logged in enough yet. But we will. We will be prepared by the time we get through this month.
But you talk about age, but that's not really on the pitching staff. You got 3 senior pitchers, but after that we're still a younger group of guys.
Yeah, Luke Neese, who's kind of the leader of the pitching staff, is a senior, a 5th-year guy in Coop and a 4th-year guy in Gruber. So, yeah, true. Our pitching staff isn't as old as our position players. So we've got some young arms, some guys that haven't logged a lot of innings. We're coming off a couple injuries with a couple guys. So we'll see, how this works out. And it may take us a few weeks to get our feet up under us, but we'll be all right.
And that's what I know everybody talks about. The whole baseball team, we're always talking about get back from that last season. It wasn't what anybody expected out of us. We also have, the preseason polls come out. I know those aren't too important to everybody, but we came out at 4th place. Some guys agree, some guys don't. But I think with the work we're putting in, I think there's a chance that thing can be blown out of the water really quick.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's no doubt. Preseason polls are kind of based, everybody already has an opinion for last year. The good part is our guys don't matter in that. They don't get an opinion. That was myself and 11 other coaches in the conference. So our opinions matter for that poll. But, I can't vote for myself. I wouldn't put us anywhere near the top. I thought we were pretty fortunate to be 4th, to be honest with you. So, and those preseason polls are based on what you did last year and some other things. And they can work in your favor for motivation, or they can, if guys take it the wrong way and they feel snubbed, it can backfire on you too. So I put no faith. I mean, there's 6 different polls throughout college baseball that people look at on a daily, and until that regional poll comes out and you're in that top 6, nothing matters anyway.
You talked about the new pitching program, but let's look at what the hitters have gone through. Kobe Eckstein coming back, he's being a coach now, a volunteer, and he's got those guys in the weight room every day, busting their butts. What kind of improvements have you seen from our guys?
Just looking at the numbers, weight-wise. I mean, some of the numbers take drastic jumps for guys that weren't weight room guys, speed guys. But no, I had talked to Kobe early in the year that I felt last year that maybe some guys, the weight wasn't enough. So he put a plan together. He did a lot of research this summer. He played on the West Coast, did a lot of research, put video logs together, put spreadsheets together, and we rolled with it, and I turned over the strength and conditioning completely to him. And it worked out in my favor, which alleviated a lot of stuff that I can now do. So it worked out, and we're seeing some good results with it. I would put our weight room program up against anybody's right now.
And last big thing I really got is you talk every fall. Oh, man, I have the pitchers, I have the infielders, I have the outfielders. You brought in some coaching this year to really help yourself out with that, and I think that's going to benefit every position more. But kind of talk about the coaching we got in and what kind of help that brings you as a head coach.
Well, we have Coach Joel, who's been with me now for, I think, 5 years. He started as a volunteer, and now the last 2 years he's going to graduate with a couple degrees and a master's. So we have him back for the 5th year. Coach Nico, my other GA, first-year guy with us, but he's all energy, and he's a catching guy, so we can turn him loose on the 8 catchers on board and let him go. Kobe, great hitter for us, weight room guy for us, takes over the weight room, helps me out with the hitters. Essentially, on late nights, has taken the hitters. He talked us into a new pitching machine that we went ahead and got with a donation. Coach Thad he has graduated. I've never known anybody that didn't know they were going to graduate, but he didn't know he was going to graduate. Ends up graduating, has no classes left to take, so he's going to volunteer with us. He's going to help our SID out and do our stats. So he'll be on the road with us most of the time, taking care of, what an SID would do for us. And then we brought Coach Bauer on board, who last year was a volunteer. This year we got a little stipend for him. But it's nice when I can take somebody my own age, that 50-year-old fella, and stick him in my dugout in another opinion. So he's going to coach third, and he's going to help me out with the infield calls and stuff like that while I'm taking over the complete duties of the pitching staff and calling pitches this year. And so I like the coaching staff we have. I really do, and I like the team that we have. Now it's a matter of, can we get a job done? So we'll see.
So lastly, just, with what we've been talking about this weekend, big 3, are we expecting 1, 2? I mean, how you see everybody fitting together in a first weekend together?
Well, I mean, any coach, I'm going to sit here in front of a camera and tell you that I expect to go down here and win 3. Would I be happy at 2 and 3? Yes. If we won 2 out of 3. Would I be happy if we went down here and won 1 game? Yes. I would be happy if we went down here, lost all 3, but I saw improvement from what where we started in the fall. There's a chance on opening day that there's 7 or 8 seniors in the lineup. So we'll see where that maturity is coming in 4 years, and if they can play or not. So I'm excited to see how this goes. We got a 7-hour trip ahead of us tomorrow, so I just want to get on the bus and take our time and go down and have our player meetings in the hotel and our pitching meetings and just show up at a field where we're going to actually play some baseball and see what we have.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap up this first episode of the new year for Inside Toppers Baseball. Be sure to join us next week. Thanks, Coach.
Hey, no problem. You better hope Cody approves of this.
He probably won't. We'll see you guys next week.